Peace, family. How you doing? I know you probably looking like this nigga here, bro. Man, I want to apologize for the third time, I believe, for leaving and stopping my journey and not holding my word. I just want to say, since that last video, or the last video, I've learned so much stuff about myself. So much stuff about myself. I've learned my likes, my dislikes, and I'm ultimately headed in the direction I want to be headed in. So what I want to do is talk about all the shit that really, not all the shit, um, but I want to unpack some of it as much as I can in the 5 to 6 minutes that I promised that these videos would be. So when I first started, I was right after or right before. I can't even remember. It's been so long ago. Let me just stop talking about shit in the past and just talk about now. Bruh, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, I've been tried, tested, and I fought. And I won, my nigga. I'm still here. Spiritually, a lot of different things been grabbing at me, been really disconnected at times. But I recently started doing yoga, and that's, really reconnecting me. Kundalini yoga to be exact. That's really reconnecting me with who I am, and oddly enough, the child in me, because a lot of the poses that I'm learning and that we do, I used to do when I was a kid, not knowing what the fuck I was doing. I used to just bend myself up in a ball, or I used to throw my feet over my head and then make my feet touch the ground behind my head. Those are actual yoga moves with super beneficial things as far as endocrine system and the spine elongation. There's so much different shit that I didn't know about, but we do know. We know everything. We know everything that we need to know. And then from birth, we're filled with so much different information that we forget the stuff that we already know. But it's stuff that we can't forget. Just like how a giraffe knows how to fucking walk when it's born. Just like how a fish knows how to fucking swim. They can't forget these things, but they also don't have the gift and the curse of the human brain. Because with this human brain here, we can do a lot of shit that other animals and species can't. But the one thing that allows us to do 1,000,001 different things can stop us from doing the one thing that we're meant to do. That's thinking, overthinking. I just put out a project, Farragami Season 1, and I was speaking to this lady in Norway, and she fuck with Terrified. She was like, I can feel your spirit on Terrified, and I'll meditate, but not really too much on LSD. I told her, I was like, I appreciate those words, because LSD, although all the songs I did in like basically one pass, LSD I did go back and take some time on versus Terrified, where I literally sang and was like, I'm rolling. And I came to a realization talking to her, and that was, not everybody connects with their spirit. I mean, not spirit. Not everybody connects with your ego. That's just facts. If I go out and say I'm the coolest nigga in the world, you got some people like, oh yeah, he's the coolest nigga in the world. But then you have some people that think they the coolest niggas in the world, and they gonna be like, or don't really care for cool niggas, and they just be like, alright, I'm not really feeling that. But when you move from the spirit, because we're all from the same spirit, you have no choice but to connect. It may not resonate as strongly with you as it does with my friend in Norway, but by moving through the spirit, you got no choice but to know I'm here. You can't ignore you. You can't ignore me. You can't ignore us. Because we all come from the same place, spirit. So when you're creating your art, whether that's music, whether that's a book, whether that's dance, whether that's painting, tap into that spirit and allow the spirit to move through you. That way when people see, feel, read, touch, experience you in your art, they're not just getting you. Because unfortunately, nobody wants you. Like, nobody wants me. I'm glad nobody wants me. They want the spirit that's inside of me. Because that's what I be listening to the spirit inside my head, or spirit inside of me, which is also the voice inside my head. Like, man, this motherfucker be on some shit. We need to get that out. We need to stop thinking so much, because when we think, we put ourselves in, you know what I'm saying, in front, and we block ourselves. Say, like, when we stop thinking, we just go. We can go and go and go and go and go. Until that motherfucker come back around, smacking the back of the head. You like, oh shit, what was that? And like, it was you, nigga. You did that shit. That's how lit you is. I'm pretty sure Beyonce's spirit smacks her in the back of the head at least once a week. We got to get that spirit out. And when we move through spirit and not through physical, not through the material, not through the mental, and not through, I say physical, mental, and when we say if we move through, if we're not moving through the mental, we're not moving through the physical, and we're not moving through the emotional, but we're moving through the spirit. Everything else ceases to exist. All we have to do is just focus on moving through that spirit in the one thing that we like to do the most. Get your foot in the door. That's all you got to do. Get your foot in the door. Don't spread yourself too thin too early. Get your foot in the door. That's what I was doing. Spreading myself too thin too early, which caused, on hindsight, a slight episode of depression. I honestly was like, I don't know what the fuck to do. I lost my best friend. Not like he died, but niggas stopped fucking with me. I lost, not really lost, but the DJs that I always fuck with stopped fucking with me. Well, I stopped fucking with him after he pulled some shit. It's just, then my car started fucking up, and then I quit my job to work with said friend that I lost. So I didn't have any regular income coming in. I still don't really have any regular income coming in. A whole bunch of things happening, and when you think about it, though, they're all physical, emotional, or mental. They have nothing to do with shit that really fucking matters on a spiritual level. They don't. So when you redirect your eyes and your attention and your focus to moving within the spirit and moving within you and what you were sent here to do, like as in you, not what your mom wants you to do or what your dad wants you to do or what you saw somebody else do and you like, I think I might try that out. What you were meant to do, move through the spirit. I promise you, when you move through the spirit, everything will come naturally, effortlessly, because that's what life is. Effortless. We need to be one with our surroundings, one with nature, but most importantly, you need to be one with yourself. Because if you're fighting yourself, that's a constant fight. You might fight your best friend, but your best friend can leave. You might fight your boss, but your boss can leave. You might fight your coworker, but your coworker can leave. The only way to leave yourself is suicide. And we don't do that. Fight yourself. Embrace yourself. Love yourself. Talk to yourself. Allow yourself to express itself. Listen to yourself. I love you. My name is Farragami. I'll be back here tomorrow. I promise you, I'm never going to leave you all again. Subscribe. I got a new website now, www.farragami.com. So go ahead and check out my website. Follow me on Instagram @Farragami, leader of the new school. I love y'all. I'm out.